Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Million Little Perspective. Um, this is episode 7. I Dare You. Written by David Marshall Grant and directed by James Griffith. We have our regular guest, Adam, as always.
I'm not a regular guest.
Well, co-host.
I'm the owner,
Yes.
but
Well,
yeah.
you're the co-host, not the owner. We have the regular co-host, Adam, and then we have I'm not sure he's special or anything. He has a guest, Isaac.
Hey guys!
Hey. This episode's based around Gary and Maggie, the two cancer patients in the show. And from the moment they were
breast cancer guy?
Yeah. Well, cured, I guess, and then the other one, it came back. But from that day, from the day they woke up in this episode, they decided to play the game I Dare You, which is a fantastic game. Most of the time, unless you go too far.
I dare you.
Wait, you mean like Truth or Dare, you mean? Or what?
Yeah, no, not Truth or Dare. Just I Dare You, blah, blah, blah. And then you can choose to do it or do like 50.
So it's Truth or Dare, just Dare.
So it's, it's just Dare.
Yeah, exactly.
Dare, okay.
Yeah. And Gary's first dare to Maggie is to make a phone call to a radio show person, talking about love, basically love. Yes, and Maggie follows through with the thing, which is nice. And then,
wait, is it a prank call or is it just an actual call?
It's basically a prank call on the radio host. Yeah, insulting the radio host person.
How is that? That's just mean.
Well, they both didn't like the radio host person, so I guess it was some kind of revenge thing.
Yeah, that's
something.
justified.
Yeah. And then Maggie dares Gary to sing what's the song? I'm Still Standing by Elton John at I think it's a Chinese restaurant. Where at a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, so basically what Maggie wanted Gary to do is just sing I'm Still Standing by standing on the table of the restaurant and start singing, because the restaurant's receptionist uses a mic to shout out orders. So Gary just hijacks the mic and starts singing in the song.
And you're just allowed to do that?
I think that was illegal, but they got away with it because everyone started joining in, I guess. Okay. Gary, Maggie's next dare was to hijack commit a felony by making graffiti on the a pavement, a board in the street. And Gary did that. But the next thing that Gary did didn't work quite as well, when Gary said, go get help for cancer or go get chemo. And Maggie...
That was his dare?
Maggie doesn't Maggie doesn't want chemo.
Oh, right. Maggie didn't want it. Yeah.
That's a pretty lame dare, actually.
Well, Gary wants Maggie to get help, so that's what.
No, yeah, but the whole point of Dare or Dare is to basically make the other person go out of their comfort zone. So I guess, getting
getting chemo is getting out of the comfort zone if the person doesn't want to get treatment.
No, but that's only if you don't. Okay. Well, think about it like this, all right? Someone dares you, two people are hanging out, they're playing Truth or Dare. One guy's like, hey, I dare you eat a Snickers. And the other guy's like, hey, I dare you to get chemo. It doesn't really make any sense to me.
No, but I understand what you're going through, because the guy wants to help the other person.
I know, but also if it were me, and that was someone I knew, I probably would have just said, hey, eat this Snickers or something like that, to keep it comfortable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway, thinking about it now, I don't think I laughed at the guy. I think I just looked at him really weird. I just the fuck? And he just went back to his room. Anyway, sorry. A million little things. Continue.
Yeah, that was their story with Maggie walking out on Gary because of this one thing. But Gary is also helping someone else in this episode, which is Danny Dixon, the youngest Dixon, who is planning to have a play date or a play date with another guy, Elliot. Danny is openly has Gary's the only person that knows that Danny is gay, so Danny is asking Gary's help if to know whether this is a date or actually a play date. There's a difference between the two basically. But Gary's assures Elliot that it's just a play date, and then Gary does help Danny and Elliot have a fun time because Gary chaperones the two kids basically. It's a nice gesture. Yeah. And then we have Rome's storyline, which is my least favorite out of this one. Well, technically least favorite because it's very uncomfortable. Because Gary gets has a gallbladder. Kidney stone. Had to pee it out.
Oh, kidney stones. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you just had kidney stones just now?
Excuse me?
No, you talking about the part the show had kidney stones.
Oh my god! For a second, I thought you just had kidney stones right now. That actually scared me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Okay, sweet. All right, let's go.
Rome has a kidney stone, and you have to pee it out. And Gary thinks, Rome thinks it's something a little bit more severe, but that's not the case. And Gary guesses is right that he has a kidney stone, and he pees it out, and then happily ever after.
Yummy.
Not. Yep. It's very painful. Rome had to. Okay.
Sorry.
As you know, because Sir Isaac, the guest star, has never listened to our podcast, even though we have given him one shout out.
Whoa. Yo, what's up, guys? Anyway, I'm living in a
Isaac
complex.
hasn't listened to our podcast because he wants everything to be out, which is not understandable, and I'm very mad at him. But Adam knows that
I will watch it right now.
It's called listening, not watching. I told Adam.
I will listen to the podcast.
Okay.
Well, technically, he is listening to it if he's
I'm listening to it right now. I'm listening to episode 7 as we speak.
Got a point.
Where Gary gets chemo from a dare.
Delilah wants to Delilah is pregnant with Eddie's with Eddie. No one in the group knows this, but Eddie and Delilah. But Delilah takes Eddie to the ultrasound. Nice gesture. Trying to make sure that Eddie has a part in the baby's life, and it's a nice gesture for multiple reasons, since he can't admit to people about the truth about the birth, the true father. Meanwhile, Eddie's sang in the last episode, Unexpected, and one of the Eddie gets an offer for him to sell the song to a young person, and this person reminds Eddie of so much because he's drinking, partying, blah blah blah, just like what Eddie did before he got sober. So Eddie's conflicted on selling the song to this young person who is still going through his life, and he hasn't fully embraced it, which is nice because it's hard for us to understand because we're still very young, and we haven't lived life fully. But that's every person in their teens, I guess. And then we actually have a special part about the episodes. Catherine for the past 6 episode, Catherine has been seen as this antagonist, even though Eddie's the one who had an affair. Catherine is seen as this antagonist of the group or the show itself. But the episode explores Catherine's work style in the law, the law company, where Catherine's working with this with her assistant and also someone a partner in the law office, and trying to we see Catherine's day basically, and Catherine's we see the reason why Catherine's slightly busy is because of how her position within the law office and itself. It's and Catherine meets this Catherine's partner is a guy, and Catherine's assistant being very close to Catherine suggests that since Eddie and Catherine is separated at the current moment, Catherine should explore some other options before going back to Eddie, or not going back to Eddie, basically. What is that noise in the background?
I don't know.
It's ice.
Okay, I'm actually really sorry. I'm really sorry. My fridge is actually about to explode. There's something. It's not closing. Fucking shit. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna mute you. Okay.
Go on.
Let's keep going. The assistant is close and gives advice to Catherine about embracing her singleness at the current moment, and which in return she does in the end of the episode, where Catherine and the partner goes to the Chinese restaurant that Gary just sang, and Gary's there eating again for dinner. For some reason he likes his restaurant a lot, and Gary comments, "Good for you." Catherine's moving on ish, so
yeah,
he says, "Good for you," and that's the ending. This is a very short-ish episode because it doesn't have much.
It seems really short.
Yeah, it doesn't have the relativity. It's just a connection to next episode and beyond.
Oh, okay. Would you say it's like a filler, or?
Yeah, it's a filler because it explores. It focuses on multiple characters, but it has its main focus on, certain characters itself. So yeah, it's quite short, but it's a nice episode. Yeah, that's the end.
Oh, all right, well, that's surprisingly short.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's shorter than last episode, which was, I think it's because last episode had this big reveal about the baby that they thought, tone it down a little bit for this episode. Fair. Yeah, but it's fair. You have to, balance it out between too much and not too much.
Was this episode written by the DJ?
No, it was not. Last episode was.
Oh, okay. Good. I don't want DJ writing the short episodes.
Yeah. Well, that was this episode. DJ did not write or direct or do anything to this episode. Don't worry, Adam. DJ's episodes are all good.
Wait, DJ the name or DJ like the job?
DJ. No, that's his name. DJ.
His name is DJ. Oh, that's really cool.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Happy New Year's again. And hopefully 100 plus downloads, because we had 0 and I had to insta this thing to get views. But Adam wants 50,000 for some miraculous reason. I don't think it will happen. But thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.